but so is spirit. So we're going to multitask because I am skilled, gifted, and trusted enough to do so. I'm always grateful to be a messenger and a mouthpiece. Spirit, I know these messages will reach who I'm meant to reach. Let's get to it. So I already pre-recorded some stuff because the messages, like I said, they're flowing. Um, we're at a very pivotal point, collective community. We're at a very pivotal point. And when I say pivotal point, I mean you get to decide. I mean that you get to choose how much force you put into your new life, your new being, your new body, your new reality, your new universe. When you throw a good punch, you are putting your foot on a pivot. You are putting your body into it. You're swinging your body and you're using your momentum, but you are planted. You are grounded on your feet. You're sturdy. If someone were to push you, you shouldn't be able to stumble. And so, Spirit is saying right now, at this point of pivot, you need to be grounded. And the issue comes in when you start wanting to pivot and you are not grounded. Do I mean that you need to go put your feet in some grass? Sure, that helps. Do I mean that you need to be eating rooted vegetables? Sure, that helps too. But no, I am talking about grounding yourself within who you are, where you have come from, and where you are going. What does grounding look like? Acceptance, faith, knowing. When a gardener or a farmer plants or begins, they have trust and faith and knowledge that this thing is going to make it. This thing is going to be fruitful. There will be vitality. There will be growth. There will be expansion. So when it comes to this new life that we keep picking up on, and we're wondering why it's not exactly coming into physical material fruition at this very current time, we need to be asking ourselves, are we grounded? Because a lot of us are so skilled at pivoting. A lot of us are so skilled at, shaking and moving and ebbing and flowing, and that's cool, but can you be grounded? If you're like me, you're a bird, you're a butterfly, you'll get up and fly away and be fine. Home is where the heart is, and it's a lovely life to live. But your challenge would be to ground yourself. If you are someone who has issues getting up and leaving, getting up and moving forward, shifting, and the dynamics of your life, then your challenge will be to move, to get moving, to move your energy, move your body, move your home, move your all these things. You have to have the balance for what's coming in right now. That balance is between pivot and ground. You need to know how to pivot and you need to know how to ground. It's both of them. It's both of them because one without the other is not effective. If you pivot and you're not grounded, you can wobble and stumble yourself, mess up your balance and allow your opponent to really to really pummel you. Or if you're grounded and you don't pivot, you're getting pummeled anyway because you're stuck. You don't know how to get up off the ropes. You don't know how to duck. You don't know how to weave. You don't know how to get out the way of the debris of the possible damage. And so you then think that you're damaged when in reality, you just don't know how to avoid it. You like it. It becomes comfortable. It feels safe. Oh, I'm used to getting smacked in the head by a flying branch. I need that. I like that. I like when people talk down on me. I like when, my partner makes me feel terrible about myself. I like when, my boss reprimands me and, you crave that. You crave that outside authority, that masculine energy because it's not healthy and balanced within yourself. And that masculine energy would be the pivot. It would be the pivot. That inner feminine would be the grounding, but both needs the other because the feminine's intuition allows the pivot. It informs the pivot, but the masculine's energy supports and reinforces the grounding. If this message is for you, I'm not talking over your head. I'm talking directly into your heart chakra, is what I'm seeing in my eye. I'm giving you the sustenance that you've been seeking. And if you could put your ego and pride aside, regardless of who I am, how you're hearing it, when you're hearing it, remember to, don't shoot the messenger because you know what's going to happen. But what I'm saying is, this is for you. This is your gift. You've been waiting on a gift, on a delivery. This is it. You needed to hear this at this time if you are listening to this. You want that new life. You need to figure out how you are going to both pivot and ground. There is a balance. And until you strike that balance, you're not sturdy enough for this to come in. Because I promise you it's big. I promise you the messages that come out of my mouth, that flow through my heart chakra, that come through the cards, they're not just fanciful information and entertainment. Notice how in none of my bios, when I'm dealing in divination, have I said entertainment purposes only. If you're simply entertained by what I say on my platforms, I'm not for you. You're not getting it. You're missing it. I'm not here to entertain nobody. I don't care if that gets me kicked off social media because these downloads and these messages, this energy is going to find a new home. That's that pivot. But I have grounded myself in my purpose in the sense that we use social media. We are a technological people. So here I am. But best believe these messages are going to flow regardless. There's a certain honesty you're going to have to embody for this. All this energy that we've been picking up on, I'm not just blowing smoke up your you know what. And you know what to do. We just saw it in the TikTok live last night. You know what to do. You know what it takes. You decide whether or not you have what it takes. Not your mother, not your manager, not your old best friend, not your ex. They don't decide. You do. And the only thing that needs to be decided is to remember because you came here worthy. You came here aligned with your highest good. I don't pretend to know what your highest good is. Some people's highest good is to rot in jail for the rest of their life. Let's just be honest. However, if you're here with me, that's not it. So every time you sit and you wonder, oh, woe is me, when is this going to happen? Why do I keep seeing these messages? This all must be fake. This doesn't make any sense because they keep saying the money's coming, the love is coming, the peace is coming, and it's not coming. Did you ever stop to consider that the very sustenance you've been waiting for just doesn't look the way you thought it should look? You want money, that means you want wealth. That means you want abundance. What about the wealth and abundance of peace, of laughter, of joy, of love, of calm, of running water, of food to eat? I mean, you really need to wrap your head around the fact that you don't know everything. Some of you are waiting for love, but you haven't considered the fact that you can love yourself, that your children love you, that your family loves you. Some of you are waiting for the house, the car, and you don't realize that you need to realize you are your home. You don't respect your body. You don't take care of your body. So, what do you need a vehicle for? I promise y'all, as within, so without, as above, so below. Everybody says that, and then we talk about what it means by definition, but are we really embodying the universal law of that? Because if you're not, you're breaking it. And that's why this can't come in. Because stability does not flow to brokenness. I'm not calling you broken. Your thoughts are. I'm a mirror. I'm not projecting. And if you're here with me, you're learning to stop projecting too. Everything you ask for can be given to you, but you have to nourish it within yourself. You got to find a balance. You keep pivoting and you're not grounded. You keep getting grounded and trying to throw your anchor down every time you get a little comfy. And now you don't know how to pivot. So if you want what's coming in, if you really want what's best for you, your highest good, y'all, your highest good. When I say that, it doesn't just sound good. Your highest good. Imagine the best is it can get for you and your soul, your contract, your journey, however you look at it, your lifetime, your incarnation. The best of it is what you can have, but you have to choose it. Again, I'm cooking, so y'all are gonna have to. I'm cooking, spirit is cooking, as above, so below. This is what we're dealing with right now, y'all. Wintertime comes, we're supposed to be resting in the new versions of ourselves. We're supposed to be hibernating. You ever buy a new device or a new piece of technology and you need to charge it first? Or you buy your children some sort of toy and it doesn't come with batteries? Yeah. You know what I'm saying to you right now. Sometimes it takes a little minute. But once you decide to make the purchase, Why would you not have faith and trust that it's going to work once you do what you need to do? They probably put the charger in the package. All you need to do is find an outlet and plug it up. If the toy didn't come with batteries, you were right there in the store or on the website and you could have bought some batteries to go with it. You take one step, the universe takes 10 more, I promise you. And I don't make promises I can't keep. I can keep this promise because I've lived it. And the messages keep getting delivered to me to deliver to y'all because this is the truth of the matter. This is exactly what's going down. All these messages are recurring or reoccurring because the energy is cycling, it's being recycled. And so it's like every time you have a choice of how you're going to recycle it. How are you going to use it? What is it going to do for you? What's going on with it? Right? I really hope that y'all can hear me and you're picking up what I'm putting down because this is an in the moment thing. This is a right now thing. I promise you. I would not be recording if it wasn't because I'm trying to cook my food. I'm trying to eat. So know that you can have the things you want. Know that you deserve the things you want. And know that the things you want can come to you. But it's like outside of that, what are you doing right now? What are you doing right now to invite this in? What are you doing right now to welcome this in? How have you prepared? It's like if you had people coming over, what are you doing about it? Did you clean up? Did you cook? Did you set a place for them? Do you have enough plates? Do you have enough chairs? All of this is feng shui, by the way. All of this is ancient practice. And these things have stood the test of time because whether or not you directly believe in feng shui and all these other things, you can best believe that there's an order to your life, that there is an organization to these things, that these things have function, they have rationality. There's an order to things, always, no matter how much chaos. And that's how I know that these messages are for literally right now, because there has been so much chaotic movement throughout the entire being of what humans are that it can really rock you if you allow it. You really have to choose your peace. You really have to choose your new beginning. You have to choose your new life. You have to choose what's coming in for you. Don't just accept what's being given, because a lot of the times you're giving it to yourself and it's just your mind. It's just your brain. Your brain is saying, "No, this isn't familiar. I don't like it. Something's wrong, something's going on. Something's feeling too good. It's got to be too good to be true because there's no way this person is showing me grace. There's no way that I found more authentic people like me. There's no way that I could find community and love and togetherness and compassion and understanding and understanding. And no, 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 that can't be." Okay, well, then it can't be. You've already decided. What are you choosing? We all focus so much on what's been chosen for us, people who have left us, broken up with us, parents who haven't done us right and traumatized us, and everything outside of ourselves. Sorry for the noise, y'all. I'm crushing garlic, which is probably synchronistic to some of y'all. But best believe when you decide to silence those outside forces, change happens. And notice I never said it was easy. Run this back and test me. And if I'm wrong, I'll give you $20. I never said The shit was easy. Never said that. And I would never say that because the life I've lived and where I've grown to has not been easy. What you got to lie for, Craig? I would not lie about that. It's about to get loud. So if you want to hold on for the ride, you want to ride the roller coaster to the end, you want to be big and bold and be like, I'm ready for this. If this has resonated so far, sit your butt right there and listen to it. This is how the ancestors are coming through right now. They don't really care what you think is comfortable right now. They don't really care what you got going on. And for some of us, that's a big part of the trauma that we've carried because we didn't feel heard. We didn't feel seen. We didn't feel safe. Why don't I get to be comfortable? Why don't I get to feel safe? And it's confusing. And then you realize you have to raise yourself and make sure you feel safe and comfortable. It is up to no one else. But I promise y'all, the whole other side is looking at some of us in the collective community like, do you think I give a damn what you think is comfortable? You wanna stop doing the work. Well, that's too damn who cares? Who cares? Because you want this, right? It's just like as a child. They don't care what else is going on outside of the moment in which they want what they want. Everyone tries to silence children, especially for a lot of us in the Black community. Be seen and not heard. Don't you say nothing else. Poke your lip back in and fix your face and stop crying before I give you something to cry about. Well, that energy is coming back up because you can handle it now. You can handle it now. When that child wants what they want in the moment, they don't care about the work it takes to get it. They don't care if you have the money for McDonald's. They want the McDonald's. They don't care if they have 100 trucks already. They want the truck. They don't care if you're tired and you're sick and you're in pain. They want to go to the park. Be a child. Be childish. Decide that no matter what, this is happening. No matter what, this will occur. And no matter what, I can have it. But the best part about growing up and adulting like we're all supposed to be doing is that you actually can make some stuff happen now. A child can't drive themselves to McDonald's. They can't muster up the money to go buy it if it wasn't given to them. And I've said this recently, and the messages of y'all have been picking up what spirit is putting down. I didn't even say me this time. What spirit is putting down is that the stuff that you were born with, you never had to borrow. The stuff that you were born with, nobody gave it to you. And so when you realize that your life and what you want and your destiny, you were born with it, you realize that it's inevitable. And the only reason why you wouldn't reach the heights that you aspire to is because of you. The only reason, the only one, not your mother, not your father, not your job, not the trauma, nothing. You are the only reason why something like this, so beautiful, so pure, so new, so innovative, would not come to fruition because of you. I'm not shaming you. I'm not bullying you. I'm not mad at you. And if you feel that way, you have some more healing to do, as we all do, but yours is in a different way. And it's not to the point where you can receive what I'm saying to you. It's time to get it together. It's time to be the grown up you always wanted to be, the grown up you were made to be a bit too early. Yeah, it's time to be that. And you can do that in balance, with grace, with poise and abundance. You can do that in a beautiful way. You can transmute the trauma. You can transmute it. You can transmute it into triumph. This is how you do it. That's the point of it all. That's the message. The balance of pivoting and grounding turns your trauma into triumph. Write that down, put it on a sticky note, put it on your mirror, put it on your wallpaper, whatever. Get to working on that heart. Get to working on the real roots of the matter. It's not the person who cut you off in traffic today. I promise you that. It's not your child who wanted to have a tantrum today. I promise you that. I promise you that it has to do with you and you only. And that is not your weakness. That's your power. Walk in it. And know that you do need to stay a little bit childish, because that is still part of you. Honor your inner child. Don't repeat what was done to you and do it to yourself. You didn't feel heard and now you're denying yourself what you want. You didn't feel loved and now you're denying yourself love. What kind of parent are you? What kind of caretaker, guardian of yourself are you? What does that look like? Because for real, at this current point, it looks like you don't love yourself the way you think you do, because loving yourself means discipline. Loving yourself means, you know what? I'm going to do whatever it takes. That's what it is. There's no other way to put it. That's the balance of it all at this current moment. That's the balance of the present moment. It does not matter what you got going on in your head, in your mind, none of that. Your heart space needs to be clear for this. I promise you. Your heart space needs to be clear for this. Otherwise, what are we doing? Otherwise, what is the point? Why are we here? Why are we talking about it? Why are we concerned about it? You're so concerned with your desires. You're so concerned with what is and what is not, and what will be and what will not be. And then you sit and you just sit in it. You revel in it. That's all you know. That's all you got going on, are the very reasons you can't have what you want or what you're trying to create. Meanwhile, all that energy is being moved to you creating the very reality that you don't want to live it. You don't like your life. It's not fulfilling. You're yearning for other things. You want other things. Yet and still you are convincing yourself every day by the things you decide to revel in. Your thoughts, your process, what you're watching, what you're listening to, what you're ingesting, what you're consuming. They're all choices, yes. And you feel empowered by those choices, right? You're not a kid anymore. You can do what you want, right? Okay. So are the choices you're making and the things you're doing and indulging in serving the vision you have? Because otherwise you can't complain. If you're not making choices that serve that, you can't fuss. And honestly, a lot of us have realized that when we vent and we fuss, it doesn't change anything. Unless you're transmuting that in the moment, you're wasting your breath. And if breath is life, then what are you doing? Because if you want a new life, why are you throwing it away so that you can complain? If you want a new life, why are you throwing it away? Because you don't know how to pivot and you don't know how to put your power and momentum into a punch. You don't know how to ground yourself and in your reality. What good is that? And spirit is really collaborating with a lot of our guys right now to say, you need to get it together. The energy is there for a reason. I'm not taking my time and my energy to say these things if spirit wasn't collaborating with me right now. Because me, my ego, just me, I feel like y'all are grown and you got it. If I'm gonna be real about it, I feel like you're good to go. I feel like y'all have enough resources. There are millions and billions of people online. There are millions and billions of articles and possibilities. I feel like figure it out a lot of the time. When y'all are waking me up at night with these messages and y'all are, hitting me up and booking me, I love it. Thank you for trusting me. But a lot of the times, the core of our interaction is going to be me reminding you of your power, not mine. So if you want this new life, if you want something else, you're going to have to look at it and say, am I operating in my power? Because if I'm not, I need to shut up and get to it. It's your inner divine masculine, the father figure that you were missing or that you didn't like inside of yourself, because we all need to re-raise ourselves, re-words. It's that force that's saying this to you. And you can choose to listen or you can choose to not listen. It's up to you. I'm just doing what spirit guided me to do, because right now in this moment, you're wanting something. You're hoping for something. You're waiting for something. You're wishing for something, and you keep finding excuses as to why it hasn't appeared. Oh, well, I don't have enough money yet. Oh, well, they must not want me. Oh, well, the job doesn't want to hire me. Oh, well, I don't have the resume. I don't have the experience. I don't have the degree. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not saying your feelings are not valid, but baby, you have got to get optimistic and creative about your life. You're going to have to deal with the noise because I need to eat too. I'm in here cooking with spirit and I'm feeding y'all. I'm nourishing y'all. You need sustenance. So do I. So you will be fine. But think about how optimistic and creative children are. Think about how easy it is for them to come up with a new game or a creative outfit or a reason why they should have the very thing they shouldn't have. They just get to persuading. And I mean, think about the beauty of that. Think about how quick they are on their little feet. On those little feet. They just know what's going on. They know how to do it. And at what point in our lives do we lose that? Like, at what point in our lives do we stop being creative and optimistic? You want what you want for a reason. I've said this before. You want what you want for a reason. Your only duty is to figure out what the reason is. Remember it. Like I said, I pre-recorded before Spirit was like, just talk to him now, because at this point, if you're here, you need to hear it. If you feel like you don't need to hear it, then click off. I'm not paying attention to likes. I'm not paying attention to, if you're talking to me, I love you. I hold space for you, but right now it's just coming out and I have to let it, because here we are. It's happening for a reason. You are the reason. You are the reason of the season. What season are you in? I didn't say that it was easy to operate with nature. I didn't say that it was easy to go with the flow. I didn't say that it was easy, to accept the fact of what you need to be doing. Small example, like when the seasons change and the weather gets colder, it's time to start ingesting more warm foods. You need to be, have your broth, have your soup, have your tea, have your warm drinks. And sometimes I just want some cold juice. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's balance and moderation. But for your season, your personal season, I don't know where you're at. You would have to book with me. I don't know. But wherever you are, how can you stand more firm in your power? And how can you make your power more flexible? Because that's the power of the balance. That's how you turn your trauma into triumph. If you're not going to do that, then be quiet. Don't say anything else. Hush. Don't say anything else. Be quiet. And the energy is coming through like that because, like I said, a lot of us were traumatized by that as children. Be seen and not heard. Stop talking. Be quiet. You don't have a reason to be upset. Stop crying before I give you a reason to cry. All that stuff. Well, here it is. Now you're grown, right? You're grown. You have freedom. You have, responsibility. You have power. Why aren't you using it to get the things that you want? Yet and still you're upset about it. You sit around and you mull over it. Oh, I don't have what I want. God, God, what's wrong? What did I do in a past life? What do I have to do? Why won't you give me what I need? Well, that's where you messed up at right there. Because if you have genuine faith, you know you will always have what you need. Unless you want to continue to operate in scarcity, that's on you. But I know that my needs are always met. At this point, I'm dealing with want. So when it comes to what you want, again, be childish. Children don't care how, when, or what you got to do. They want it right now. And they are so very willing to help get it, whether or not they have the resources. You tell your child, no, we're not we're not getting ice cream. Don't you know ice cream costs money? And what's the first thing they say? I have money. Whether or not they actually have money. And you'll say, where is it? And they will open their hand and say, it's right here. Here, take it. Can we go get my ice cream now? And it's imaginary. Yet and still it means something. You have children more willing to invest in what they want than y'all that I'm talking to. And I don't care to make it pretty. I don't care to wrap it in a bow today. That's not what we're doing. I really don't care. I'm in here doing what I got to do, trying to cook, and spirit is cooking. So I'm going to talk to you the way that it's flowing. And you can either take it and receive it or not. That's on you. But if you're here, you probably need to hear what I'm saying. And I needed to hear it first. So here I am, hair all curly and wild, and in my, lounge clothes. I was stretching, I was working out, I'm cooking, and I got to talk to y'all. So just think about your parents and how some days, they were at work stressing, and then they got to deal with you. Yes, that hurts. That hurts a lot. It hurt me too. I hated, to feel like my parents didn't want to deal with me just because they had a hard day and I didn't do anything. Well, the change that has occurred throughout however many years you've been an adult, I'm not really talking 18, 21. I'm talking more so 25 when your brain is fully capable of making your own decisions. Now you can handle what I'm saying to you. You weren't meant to handle it at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. I'm sorry for that. I didn't do it, but I'm sorry. And I'm sorry because I did it. And I don't want anyone to experience what I experienced. But we're all grown now. So you either own what you went through and what you want, or you don't. But as I said in the beginning, you have to know how to pivot and you have to know how to be grounded. If you're boxing, you're going to get your word I can't say because my son is in the other room beat because you don't know what you're doing. You're just throwing punches. You're wild and you're about to get hemmed up in the ropes and you're going to lose because you don't know how to pivot. You don't know how to dodge a punch. You don't know how to ground yourself. You're being, pushed off balance every time they come at you. And guess who your opponent is? I'm not even looking at the comments. Go ahead and drop it in the comments. Who's your opponent? What have I been talking about? Because I promise you, at least two of you thought my boss, my father, my mother, my ex best friend. You immediately chose something other than accountability. You immediately went and gave your power away just now. I promise you, at least one or two of you did it. And I'm not shaming you for it. If you keep coming back to shame again, you probably need to click off and go do something else. You just did it. I said, who's your opponent? And you immediately thought, my child's parent, my father, my manager, like whoever. Take your power back. Them people don't have no power over you. And the part that needed to be healed was realizing and understanding that, yes, your parents had power over you. And for some divine reason, unbeknownst to you, they were there for a reason to have that power over you, whatever it looked like. I don't know. And I don't want y'all trauma bonding in the comments. We've all been hurt. Nobody's hurt is bigger or smaller than anyone else's. And I am always a person who's going to say your feelings are valid. Always. If you've been on my lives, you see how I talk to my child. If you see my videos, you see how I talk to my child. I'm talking to your inner child. This is how I have to communicate with you. Because we all need a balance of the two. You need to go hug and cry to your mama, and you need your daddy to say, boy, get up and wipe that dirt off your pants. Are you bleeding? Let me look at your knees. Let me look at you. Let me take a look. All right, you good. Let's go. It's balance. And we all need to have the intuition and discernment to say when we need what part of ourselves. I did not say when you need your mother or your father. I said when you need whatever part of yourself to get you through what you're growing through so that you can get to where you want to be. It's that simple and it's that complex. It's balance is everything. There's balance in every single thing. And if you're off balance, you're not sturdy. And this big, beautiful blessing that we keep picking up on is not going to come through because it doesn't feel safe. I told some of y'all on live, you're so worried about money, but money's worried about you. Money doesn't feel safe with you because you're scared of it. You think it's going to leave you, it's going to abandon you. Love doesn't feel safe in your life because you're constantly concerning yourself with how you're not going to be accepted and how you're not whole. Go accept yourself. Because as I said, it's going to reflect. But if you don't have the balance, you just don't have the balance. But the only reason why I'm saying what I'm saying right now and when I'm saying it is because Spirit said, stop fussing over what you don't have if you're not going to do what you got to do to get it. Mercury retrograde is not just to bring your ex back, it's to bring your triggers back, it's to bring your pain back, it's to bring your parents back, it's to bring your old friends back, it's to ask you directly, because Mercury wants direct communication. Mercury might dibble and dabble in a little tea, a little drama, miscommunication, but Mercury is teaching you how to be direct. And until it does station direct, that's what you're learning. So, what are you communicating to yourself, and what are you communicating to your life? What do you really want? Because when these people and these things and these feelings and these triggers come back, the difference in the healing is in your response. It doesn't have to be that, oh, this shouldn't hurt anymore and something's wrong with me because this still affects me and I'm not healed and I'm still hung up on this person or this situation. No, scars can hurt sometimes, but it doesn't mean that they're not healed. You are fine. You are fine. Where's your plate at, man? Go get your plate. It's on the couch. This is yours? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're fine. And it's so funny because I will never tell my child that. If he's hurting, I am not going to be the one to be like, boy, you're fine. He'll tell himself. And I never taught him that. I am not the one to invalidate feelings in the moment, but I do have to be a source of calm. And so a lot of you need to learn how to be your own source of calm. Period. I'm not going to keep trying to find little ways to make it sound sweeter to you. Sometimes you have to take down the bitter supplement. You ever taken black seed oil? Not fun. You get used to it, but it's not fun. Castor oil? Not fun. But does it do your body a world of good? Absolutely. So choose to take the hard pill today, people. Please and thank you. So y'all can stop interrupting my meals. Y'all ever get in trouble with your parents and they were like barking at you and then things calmed down instantaneously and it was just like, all right, what you want for dinner? Like, you want to go to McDonald's now? Like, I got that out my system. Sometimes that's how it is. You have to look at the people around you at their majority, not their minority, because we all have our stuff. We all have bad days. We all get overstimulated. We all get frustrated. Look at the whole of a person because we all have balance. If you look at that yin and yang symbol, both sides are not the same. Both sides contain some of the other in different amounts. Some of us are very cool, calm, and collected. I'm talking cucumber. But what happens if you leave a cucumber unattended and you don't utilize it? It goes moldy and it goes moldy real quick. So those of us that are real calm and collected and chill, we can turn up real fast too. Those of us that are really quick to anger, quick to emotion, quick to reaction, can also be very calm at different times. There is balance. So again, back to the beginning, I haven't lost my place not once in this message. So know that that's a message in and of itself. Because as an oracle, I'm getting like 15 different streams of information at one time. Spirit said, this is the one we're focused on right now. So if you don't do anything else with what you're listening to me say, because I know y'all are on here, I can feel it. I'm not looking, but I can feel it. Where's your balance? Where is your balance? That's your question of the day. If you like to drink, where's your balance? If you like to smoke, where's your balance? If you work out, where's your balance? If you work all day, where's your balance? If you got them kids all day, where's your balance? If you're sad all day, where's your balance? If you're so happy that you don't care about anyone else, where's your balance? Everything is balanced. And I do not assume to know what your balance is. Honestly, I don't want to know. I care, but I don't want to know because that's on you. That's completely on you, I promise. And that's not your weakness. That is your power. The moment you decide, you know what? It's been difficult, but I can change it. It's been difficult, but I can do something else. It's been difficult, but I can be something else. As soon as you just decide, it's just a decision. I just recently made my own decision. I'm not saying to y'all anything crazy that I'm not doing. I've said it probably 1,000 times within my time of sharing on social media. I'm always speaking to myself first, but I have grown to a level of intuition and discernment to know when things are not mine. I'm chilling today. I've already integrated what I'm saying to y'all. That's the only reason why Spirit has trusted me to say it to you, because I'm in it. I'm living in it. I'm not aspiring for it. I'm not wishing for it, writing it down. I'm living it. I have found my inner balance. So, where is yours? Because every single time you think about what you do not have and you decide your cup is half empty, you're choosing that reality. Every time you look at your life and say, damn, this is great. This is beautiful. Gratitude. Thank you, God. I love my life, or I love myself. I love this. Every time you get to that point, and then that one thing you don't have, or that one thing you're not, gets you down in the dumps for the rest of the day, you just chose your reality again, because you gave that more power over everything else that you were thinking of. Everything else. It doesn't matter if you have food in the in the fridge. It doesn't matter if you have money in the bank, people that love you around you, a comfy surroundings, no real responsibilities, or even debts. That one thing you don't have will drive you crazy at night. Now you can't sleep because you chose scarcity. Now you can't sleep because you keep choosing scarcity. Well, abundance is waiting for you, and abundance is just waiting on you to find your balance. Imagine that abundance is your person in your corner of the ring. Not everybody in the stands either hooping and hollering your name or booing at you. Not your opponent, which is you. Remember that. It was a rhetorical question, but you are your opponent. Imagine abundance is in your corner every second of that fight. And all you got to do is remember to keep your hands up, to pivot, and to plant your feet. You see how simple that sounds in the sense of thinking about it in the sense of a metaphor? Well, you have the power to make it simple in your life. You have the power to integrate that within yourself and just decide, I'm winning this fight, because the fight is against you, and it's against your past, and it's against principalities related to your past, and it's against fear, against insecurity and worry. It's against all of that. And all of those things are stemming from that brain and that rock head of yours. So tap into your heart space, be childish, feel through it, and decide. Because the balance I'm speaking about between pivoting and grounding, like I said, has to do with masculinity and femininity, which we all have within. I don't care about your pronouns. I don't care about your orientation. I don't care who you lay with. I'm talking about your inner masculinity and femininity. That's the balance. That's the balance. That's the pivot. That's the grounding. That's the whole of yourself. That's everything you need to do to win that fight. Keeping your hands up is the reinforcement. That's the protection. That's your prayers. That's your incantations. That's your spells. You should already be walking in what you're trying to create and manifest. Keeping your hands up is a bonus, because at least that way, if you stop paying attention or you're caught off guard, your face is covered. But if you followed boxing at all, some of them don't keep their hands up and they still don't get knocked out. Some of them are just that good. So do you want to be that good, or do you want to get knocked out? I'm trying to be heavyweight champ. I don't I don't know about y'all. I don't know. I don't know you. I'm trying to knock them all out because they're all me. So everything you're wishing for, everything you're hoping for, everything coming out in these readings y'all love so much. Y'all want the cards in my hand. Y'all want to book me and all that stuff. You sure can. $22 for a personal reading for me to tell you exactly where you got it FUCKED up at. Absolutely, I can do that for you. $8 for a question. Absolutely, I can do that for you. But I promise you that for the free, you can find your balance and decide on your life. I'm the sprinkles. I'm the little enhancement. I'm your drink at Starbucks that you love, and then you go over to where the napkins are and you decide you want a little sprinkle of cinnamon today. That's what I want to be for you. I want to be the overflow. I should not be involved in the whole of what you got going on. I should not be involved in the foundation of your healing. You should be here looking for some reinforcement, looking for some inspiration, looking for some motivation, because that tells me that you have stability. Stability gets rocky sometimes. A house built 100 years ago still has foundation and some sort of stability, especially if it's still standing, but it doesn't mean that it's sustainable. So let this message be a reinforcement to you, not news, not new information, not an epiphany, not a come to Jesus moment. You want an orange? Yeah. How you say that in Spanish? Naranja. Yo quiero un naranja, por favor. Okay? Anywho, I'm sending y'all love. It might not sound like it all the time, but y'all will be all right. It's love. If it wasn't love, I wouldn't be doing it. I have free will. Spirit might urge me and spank my butt if I don't do it, but I don't have to do it. I'm sending love. I'm wishing everyone well in accordance with their highest good at all times. And it's just going to have to be like that. You're just going to have to find that balance and keep it. So do that and walk in it. Revel in that instead of the doubt and, all the reasons why something cannot be or should not be. Sometimes it's as simple as I want it to be. And so it is. It's giving because I said so. And how many of us have heard that? So be that parental energy to yourself right now and say, this is happening because I said so. And then accept it. Be open to it. Allow it. That's your inner feminine that says, I chose it, I pursued it, and now I'm going to allow and receive it. It has to be both because it's your life. I'm not talking about a romantic relationship where, one of you embodies one or the other and you ebb and flow and, oh, you pursue me, you chase me, and I receive you. No, talking all about you. It's all about you, just like you wanted it to be. Just like you wanted it to be, it is all about you. And let that be your power. All right, now I'm looking. I'm done. Drops the mic. OMG, you sound like Nicki Minaj. Y'all caught me before my morning hot drink, so I'll take that as a compliment. Even though I personally don't like her voice. Hi, Crystal. My love is in here. Who is bro talking to? Probably you. Facts, talk to him. Why you say you, Eli, if you're still here? I got some roses from Aaron. Thank you. I sure love how this cabinet looks. Ah! Not you fussing about the scenery. And then said it more than once. Aaron, you whack as I don't know what for that. Oh, brother. Saying the same thing. Y'all are funny. It's funny scrolling through the comments because now I know exactly who I was talking to. And then I just got a notification saying the word shady. I'm already knowing. Cool moon breeze. Good afternoon. Good rising. I think I saw somebody on YouTube too. Hey. Thank you for coming through every time. I'm done raising my voice at y'all. I'm going to get off now. I might see y'all later. I don't know for certain. That's why I say in divine time. I'm going to eat now. And if my eggs are cold and my steak is not wonderfully warm, I'm coming for each of you in your dreams. Bye. What's up, man? I want you to have like